Well, I'm now joined by Gerhard van der Burgh, Agricultural Economist for the Bureau for Food and Agricultural Policy. Great to have you with us, Gerhard.
Thank you.
84 Rand, not only not enough, it's far from enough. You're saying a household needs around 300 Rand a day just to meet basic needs. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, yes.
It's the bread line seems to have risen from what we used to talk about it. Just tell me what's influencing that at the moment.
So I think if you look at all costs, if you look at fuel, if you look at the oil prices, all the costs are driven by those. And I think if we look at the past, say, 2 years, the price hikes in terms of input costs. So that, in other words, drives your wheat prices, your maize meal prices, everything that's affected by input costs.
So basically, if you're earning 84 Rand a day, you cannot support children, you cannot support a wife, you simply cannot live.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Yeah.
Very, very somber. How many people does this affect? Because we're talking about seasonal farm workers. Do we have numbers on them and the households they support?
If you look at the numbers from Stats South Africa, they don't really have a clear description in terms of seasonal labor and how many seasonal laborers we actually have in South Africa. Based on the study that we did, we came to about 310,000 seasonal workers which are affected. But looking at the 84 Rand a day, that's only for seasonal workers. And I think that's a point which most people, they refer to starvation wages, which was nowhere mentioned in our report. Rather looking at, if you look at your permanent laborers, they are more in the scope between 150 and 200 Rands a day. So yes, I think it's just to put it in a bit perspective, 84 Rand a day.
So you're saying permanent workers, we're not too worried about them at the moment.
No.
But seasonal workers, there is a problem. The dilemma for government, you say, is that if the minimum wages for seasonal workers go up, many farms simply cannot afford them. How bad is that situation?
I think that's the most crucial situation. If you look at the threshold for agriculture in terms of seasonal labor, is around about 104 Rand a day for seasonal labor. If we go above that, it means most of the sugarcane farmers, the apple farmers, the table grape farmers, they will be under production, so their net returns will be negative.
Is this small farms, or will the big farms be okay?
Well, in actual fact, all the farms will be affected. Larger farms, larger commercial farms, I think they'll be, I think, more in a state to adapt to it, so they can adapt quicker to mechanization and all of that.
Which means less jobs.
Which means less jobs, less seasonal laborers. I think a big issue is the upcoming black farmers will be mostly affected by this. Paying these wage rates, they won't be able to.
So it's a huge dilemma for government. Thank you for your analysis. That was Gerhard van der Burgh, Agricultural Economist, Bureau for Food and Agricultural Policy.